History of Tuscany. Tuscany is a land where sunlight softens the hills into golden waves, where cypress trees stand like sentinels, and where wine has been woven into daily life for more than 3,000 years. The Etruscans were the first to cultivate vines here, long before Rome rose to power. They understood the rhythm of the land, the warmth of the sun, the breath of the sea, the whisper of the hills. In the Middle Ages, monasteries and merchant families shaped Tuscany's viticultural identity. Florence and Siena became centers of trade, culture, and rivalry, and wine flowed through their streets as both commerce and art. By the Renaissance, Tuscany's wines were celebrated across Europe, carried by diplomats, scholars, and artists who saw in them the same harmony that defined the region's architecture and philosophy. Unlike Piedmont's misty solemnity or Veneto's expansive plains, Tuscany is defined by balance between sun and soil, tradition and innovation, rusticity and refinement. Its legacy is one of warmth, structure, and timeless beauty. Chianti and Chianti Classico. In the heart of Tuscany lies Chianti, a region of rolling hills, olive groves, and medieval villages perched like crowns on hilltops. This is the homeland of Sangiovese, the grape that defines Tuscany's soul. Chianti Classico. Marked by the iconic black rooster, Chianti Classico is the historical core of the region. Here, Sangiovese becomes vibrant and expressive, cherry, violet, herbs, and a touch of earth. The soils of Galistro and Albareza lend structure and minerality, giving the wines a graceful backbone. Chianti. Beyond the Classico zone, Chianti stretches across a broader landscape, offering wines that are approachable, lively, and full of Tuscan charm. They are wines for the table, for conversation, for the simple joy of shared meals. Chianti is Tuscany's heartbeat, rustic yet refined, familiar yet profound. Brunello di Montalcino. South of Siena, the hilltop town of Montalcino rises above forests and fields like a fortress of stone. Here, Sangiovese takes on a new identity, Sangiovese Grosso, the grape behind Brunello di Montalcino. Brunello is one of Italy's most noble wines. Powerful, structured, and built for decades of aging. Aromas of dark cherry, leather, spice, and dried herbs unfold slowly, shaped by the region's warm climate and rocky soils. The long aging requirements, among the strictest in Italy, give Brunello its depth and gravitas. To drink Brunello is to taste time itself, patience, tradition, and the quiet strength of Montalcino's sun-baked slopes. Vino Nobile di Montepulciano. East of Montalcino lies Montepulciano, a Renaissance town of elegance and symmetry. Its signature wine, Vino Nobile, is crafted from Prugnolo Gentile, a local expression of Sangiovese. Vino Nobile sits between Chianti's brightness and Brunello's power, structured yet graceful, aromatic yet grounded. Notes of plum, cherry, tobacco, and spice reflect the region's sandy clay soils and balanced climate. It is a wine of nobility, not only in name, but in character. Bolgheri and the Tuscan coast. On the western edge of Tuscany, where the hills meet the Tyrrhenian Sea, lies Bolgheri, a region that rewrote the rules of Italian wine. Here, international varieties, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, Syrah, found a home in the 20th century, giving birth to the Super Tuscans. These wines challenged tradition, embraced innovation, and ultimately reshaped Italy's wine laws. Bolgheri wines are rich, polished, and deeply expressive, dark fruit, Mediterranean herbs, graphite, and sea-kissed freshness. They are modern icons rooted in ancient land. Vernaccia di San Gimignano. In the medieval towers of San Gimignano, Tuscany's most historic white wine is born. Vernaccia. Crisp, mineral, and subtly almond-tinged, Vernaccia reflects the sandstone soils and cool breezes of its hilltop home. It is a wine of clarity and quiet elegance, a counterpoint to Tuscany's powerful reds. Laws and classifications. Tuscany's appellation system reflects both tradition and evolution. The region includes some of Italy's most prestigious DOCGs, Chianti Classico DOCG Brunello di Montalcino DOCG Vino Nobile di Montepulciano DOCG Vernaccia di San Gimignano DOCG Morellino di Scansano DOCG. The rise of super Tuscans, initially labeled as simple table wines, led to the creation of the IGT Toscana category, allowing producers to innovate with blends and aging techniques. Tuscany's laws protect heritage while embracing creativity, making it one of the most dynamic wine regions in the world. Tuscany is a land of harmony between hills and sky, tradition and innovation, rusticity and refinement. From the bright elegance of Chianti to the profound depth of Brunello, from the coastal power of Bulgari to the crystalline purity of Vernaccia, the region offers a spectrum of voices united by beauty and balance. To taste Tuscany is to taste sunlight, history, and the quiet poetry of a landscape that has inspired artists, philosophers, and winemakers for centuries. It is a region where every vineyard tells a story, every bottle carries a legacy, and every sip feels like a return to something timeless.